Okay, students, we are back again, and you are welcome to this second part. What we are going to treat is what is known in English language as concord. And concord, as you have seen written on the board, means agreement and tenses. Agreement and tenses. There should be harmony when you are using words in English. They must agree. Now, what we mean here is when the subject of a sentence is plural, the verb must be plural. They must agree. When the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. For instance, if you say 5 boys are in the class. Okay? You have 5 here and you have are. So you can't say 5 boys is. No, it does not agree. So when the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. And you can say, okay, you can use, when you say Ngozi and Obinna are in the hall. You see, the subject of the sentence tallies with the verb of the sentence. Now, remember that the subject of a sentence, is that very thing that carries out the action of the verb in the sentence, or that very thing the sentence is talking about, and that is what we call the subject. So when the sentence is in singular form, then the verb must be in singular form. So, assuming you have this is for plural subject, and this is for singular subjects. So when you say a boy is sweeping the class, a boy is sweeping the class. A. This is singular and the verb must be singular. Now, this is not always much of the problem for students. Where the problem lies is in the persons and number in the sentence. That is where most of the times the confusion comes. Okay? In English, when we are talking of number, we mean singular or plural. Singular or plural. That is all we mean when we talk of a number. But in English language, the persons and number in the present tense is always a problem, even with some of the matured persons. There is always a problem there. The persons in English language, there are three categories of a person, three categories of persons in English language. So, we have the first person, we have the second person, and we have the third person. Now, the first person is the person speaking. Just as I'm speaking now, I am the first person. Now, the second person is the person you are speaking to, or you can say the person you are speaking with, depending on the nature of your discussion. Then the third person is the person both of you are discussing. So that is what we call the persons in English language. That is what we call the persons in English language. The first person, the person speaking, the second person, the person you are, the two of you are discussing, is you are speaking to. Then the third person is that very person the two of you are discussing. The second person is the person you are speaking to, while the third person is the person both of you are discussing. So in present tense form, there's always confusion, and once you master it, you will always be speaking very correct English. Let's put it in a tabular form now. So if we have something like this, let's say we have, excuse me, persons, and we have singular. Mark you, the persons, they have singular and plural forms. So if we have this, if we have this, here we have first person, the first person. Here we have second person. And here we have third person. Okay? Now, the first person, we said, is the person speaking. So, the first person that is speaking, I am speaking. So the first person is a singular I. The second person, the first person singular is a I. And the plural of I is a we. So the first person plural is we, while the first person singular is I. So the second person is the person you are talking to. So when I say I am talking to, is a you. And then the third person here is where you will pay serious attention. People have their problems. The third person is he, she, it, and any proper noun. Okay, let's use a name. Let's use John. Any proper noun comes into third person singular. The plural of third person singular is they. Okay? So here is where the problem lies with most of the persons who get confused. In English, there are rules for the use of every word, and there is grammatical rule for everything. So, of all these persons, this is very peculiar. First person singular, and in present tense, it is very, very peculiar. Of all the persons, both singular and plural, they take the word have. You say I have, we have, you have, they have. Only the third person singular in the present tense takes the word has. This one takes has. It doesn't, the only way it can take have, we will come to that, it takes has. So, you say, they have gone home. And then you say, he has gone home. So you see, all the persons, both singular and plural, except third person singular, takes has. Okay? Now the third person singular, another thing peculiar to it is that any verb that is following the third person singular in the present tense goes with s or es. So you say, he goes to school. So this is, it takes es or s. Or you say, John runs to school. Okay? So any verb that is following it immediately takes s or es in the present tense form. Now here, there is the way this third person singular will revert to the way all other persons perform. So this is if there is anything between the third person singular and its verb in the singular form. it drops has and takes a have. If there's anything between the third person and is verb in the singular form, in the present tense, it drops the s. So you have, that is why you will say he will not have the key. You see, this has come between this and this. So it drops has and takes a have. So the same thing happens here. If you say John cannot go to school, or let's use the word we have used, John cannot run to school. You see, this has come between this and this, and so this has to drop the s. So don't forget this. When we come next time, I will give you some of the things, the plural verbs, how you will recognize them, because some of the things you might think they are plural, they are really singulars. So I want you to test these 3 or 4 questions. You choose the correct, underline the correct answer. Okay. So, when next we come, we start from where we start. I wish you the best and a happy holiday till next time. Thank you.